Well, today I'm giving out multiple BJs, and it's not what you think it is. It's actually a brake job. You sicko, get that out of your mind. So as you can see in this video here, the brakes sound absolutely horrible. And it happened after I changed my CV axles, or my CV axle, sorry, singular. And so I was thinking it was the front brakes, and I'm like, because it sounds like it's front brakes, it's like, it's grinding and grinding. So I took it apart 2 times. I'm like, there's nothing, and nothing happened here. Brakes look good, rotors look good, pads look good. And then we were outside, and I was like, hey, check out, I asked my fiance, I'm like, check out, see where the sound's coming from. She's like, oh, it's your back. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. So it's been grinding pretty bad, and I just barely got the rotors in today, and I'm pretty tired of it being summertime, so I got a little fan set up. Hopefully I don't get heat stroke again. So let's get to it. All right, the brakes are still really hot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the fan up there, let it cool off a little bit, and we'll get back to it. I think the brakes, yeah, let cool it now. All right, for those who don't know, it's an 18 millimeter. You got 2 bolts on the back side of the caliper here. First, what we're gonna do, actually, I just remembered. So before I take out these bolts, you have 2 little pins right here, and it holds into the clip right here, and it holds in your brake pad. So I'm gonna get those out. So you got 2 little cotter pins right here, 1, number 2. They can be in there pretty damn tight. So, and I wish I had a punch, but I don't have a punch. Best I got is an Allen. God damn it. So there's a lot of tension on it, and I should have a replacement of these. Okay, I do have replacements for these, so I'm just gonna rip these out. Not a big deal. I could just pull these out. Then theoretically, these should come out, but there might be a little bit of tension there, so. Having a punch would be way more ideal. So I'm not worried about damaging these or anything. So I'm kind of being a little rough with them because I bought some replacements. All right, this is gonna be the tricky part, is trying to hold this shit up. Oh God, it's a pain in my ass. Pin's all fucking bent, so. Jesus. You know, when I looked up videos, how to like change out your pads and everything, it was like, oh yeah, just pull these out. But if you live in the Midwest, getting these out, good luck, dude. Holy shit, they're in there. Need a little wire brush to get in there and clean all that up. So I don't know if I have one or not. But after you get those pins out, these pads should just come out. So I don't have anything that'll go in there, but I figure I can use this and try to clean at least the outsides out a little bit. I don't have any WD-40, I think. Next we'll order. Get this. Balanced on there. Already pulled out that little bolt there. So the life of these rotors really isn't that bad, but, and the pads, they still got a little bit of meat to them, but you know, it doesn't hurt just to change them out. So I ordered this whole set before I knew it was the back area, but I mean, I could probably get away with a couple, maybe a year or 2 without buying any more new rotors or anything, but I mean, I'm already in there. I could have been a lot cheaper, but sometimes new things is kind of nice, you know what I mean? This is brand new. Let me compare. Let's compare. How about that? I mean, considering it's not that bad, not really that worn. So I think I'm going to keep these just in case. So I'll keep them just in case, and then if anything ever goes bad or I get a gouge in one of them, I get a replacement. Since we're already in there, I might as well just clean up some of this area. I think I got some towels. Oh, let's get the rotor back on there. I'm so excited. I'm starting to clean out my grandpa's house in Arizona in his garage, and it's gonna be sweet because I'm gonna have so much room to work on cars and everything. A lot better than trying to work in this damn garage here. So a video on that is coming out maybe next weekend. So I didn't put any anti-seize on that because, like I said, I live in Nevada, so there's no reason this thing gets stuck in there. I don't like the design of this. I know it pinches the rotor against like the hub and everything, but these pinch against there. But the last 2 times I've taken this off, this has been loose. So I'm like, Jesus, you know, not very cash money. Okay, so I compressed the pistons in here. I use a little tool and I got this kind of mounted loosely back up on here so then I can slip my brake pads down into this spot. I got some of this little grease stuff so it doesn't get bound up on there. That one went in way easier. We'll get the new pins. I actually got OEM parts. That's wild. As you could see, when I redid these, they got all messed up and they were pretty rusted out anyways. So I thought, you know, if I take those apart and they get bent, I'm gonna have a hell of a time. I was just about to button everything up and then I remembered I got to put this in. So I got to pull those pins out. Or I think I just got to pull one pin out. No, probably both of them. So thankfully they're easier. So don't forget to put this in here if this is what you're doing. Front brakes are done. Thank God. Just grinding the whole time. So my guess is that pad's about shot. There's something going on with this bad boy right here. I'm gonna take a break and then we're gonna rip this off. It's just to see how hot it is out here. That's sweat. My shoulders are sweating. It's hot out here. It's a hot boy. Let's get this guy open. It should be the right one. Take a little intermission, drink some water. What happens when I work in all this, in this heat, and I'm working on my truck and everything, or like working in general, like with this stuff, I forget to drink water, and then by the end of it, I'm like, oh my God, I have heat stroke, I'm gonna die. It looks like it should be the right one. It's wild how much like deeper these ones are on the rear, and they're not as thick. I don't understand it. I guess it's the design of the axle or something, but you know, one thing I wish I had was one of those little rolly chairs. That would make my life a little bit easier. Because this chair is nice, but could always be better. I always kind of got scared about like taking these. Like I lost sleep over like taking out these little bolts that go into the caliper or the rotor. And I'm like, oh my God, what if I strip it out? Or what's gonna happen if it's seized and I can't get it out? Like, I don't know, I just kept on seeing like nightmare things about it. And I'm like, oh my God, what if you can't get it out? And then you gotta strip it out and you gotta like grind, you gotta drill out the whole thing and get another piece. And I was like freaking myself out. One thing, another thing I wish I had a breaker bar. I think it's working. There we go. When in doubt, use a mallet, because they put a lot of thread lock on this. So I'm guessing it's pretty much the same as the front. It's 18 millimeter with 2 bolts. Looks like, yeah, it's pretty simple. Getting that bottom one off is going to be a little bit more harder. There we go. Woo! All right, those are loose. Yeah, I don't really know why I started wanting to work on my pickup when it's August. It's just hotter than hell out here. I guess it always could be worse. It could be humid too. So at least it's just dry. Hot and humid. Like Florida heat, humid heat like that. 100 degrees with humidity. Holy shit. The pad's a little wonky. It's a little uneven. And it's grinding really bad right there. That's a big old groove. You know, I forgot to hit record. I've been sitting here talking the whole time, so this is as far as I've gotten. I got the new rotor on here. I got this kind of compressed out, and I got this new brake right here that I gotta jimmy on there. I don't, these rear brakes, how they're set up, it's probably more classic style, but I mean, you got to really like pry those open. The front brakes are great. They're fine. But this whole setup, like there's no like piston on one side. I guess I could show you. So it's like a clamshell. Like this compresses and then this pushes, and it's fucking stupid design. I'm going to get this all buttoned up and we'll move to the other side. Because I don't have a pry bar. These rear brakes can lick my ass. I ain't gonna bleed them either, because that's a bigger pain in the ass, and I don't have any brake fluid anyway. So I'm gonna get this all pulled off and this changed out, and then I'll talk to you guys in a minute. So I'm pretty tired and sweaty. Love you so much. Great success. We did it. Look at this shit. Sweaty boy. All right, I gotta jack up the back end and get these out of here. Oh, I got sweat marks all over the hat too. Let's get this jacked up and get this the hell out of the garage. And we drop it down. Make sure these work and I don't die going down the highway. So we'll go around the block real quick. They seem to be working and they're not screaming everywhere. So that's a plus side. We'll get going 90 miles an hour in my residential area and I'll slam them on the brakes. I've never changed brakes on a car before. First time. All these videos that I'm doing is all my first time. I'm not a mechanic. I can do like basic oil change stuff and everything, but I'm just trying to prove to you guys that if I can do it, you guys can figure it out. Pretty simple. If you have the tools, like I have a basic tools, I got impact, I got like a wrench set. I don't have that many tools, and whatever I need, I kind of go and order it and get it, whatever I need, you know, certain sockets and everything. But other than that, it's really not that hard. Now, pulling a transmission, that would be a little bit harder. I know I could do it. I just got to look up, you know, how to do it, what bolts to pull. I know you got to get like your flywheel bolts out of there and your transmission bolts and all that stuff. And it would be kind of a pain in the ass to do in the garage and everything. But a car lift would be nicer. But I don't know. It is. I feel very accomplished with what I have achieved so far, and I hope you guys like these videos. I got something really cool coming up, and it's going to change the whole channel, and it's going to make it so I have so much more room, and eventually get a car lift and everything. I was going to try to rent out a shop down here, but it's like $4 grand or $5 grand, and then it's like, well, if I leave that shop, then I can't, you know, I got to take the car lift down. I got to do all this stuff. Like, I don't have that much money. I'm hoping, you know, eventually in time, get more money and do different cars. That's what I want to do. And I got some big projects coming up. And so if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to grow this and make it something cool, and I don't know, I'm just chasing my dreams, I guess. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe and don't judge me too much in the comments.